Tyler, I charged him up.
You charged him for me?
Yeah, I did.
You're such a sweet fella. Thanks, bro.
It's all right. It's a bit,
You sweeter than a sweet shot.
I'll say, I'm going to plug that in.
Guy Ritchie.
I go straight into it.
I vote yes, I go
It's
Ritchie.
a USB.
You got to take a left on
It's
Wellington.
not a USB. It's a USB.
Number 4 Privet Drive.
Ooh. I'm starting to look.
Oh, I'm so happy.
We're back.
Hey, oh, sheesh, banter.
Man, witty.
If this is your first episode, you're like, what's going on? We don't know either.
We're not really sure.
So excited you're here. My name's Taylor.
My name's Keneal.
The K is silent, Neil. You should know that by now.
The E's are silent.
As your father, I told you that when you were born, the K is silent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
You being born or for?
All of it, Dad. John is daddy.
John is daddy.
Went straight into it.
Into the music. Hey, guys, what are we going to talk about today? What do y'all want to talk about? Yell it in your car.
Yell in your car what you really wish you were listening to right now. Tell us what that is.
Nirvana.
Say what it is. Oh, Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl, he was on the drums.
He's on the drums.
Yeah, 5 for fighting.
So if you...
I just start naming bands.
Oh, yeah,
Smile, Empty
right.
Soul.
Hey, David Grohl. Yeah, Destiny's Child.
Yeah,
incredible. Fantastic.
Kelly Rowland. Underrated. She's my favorite.
Where did she go? Has anybody checked on her?
She did a song with Nelly, and then I haven't seen her in like 15 years. I hope she's okay.
Hashtag free Kelly.
Hashtag free Kelly.
Yeah, what if she's in a conservatorship?
Oh, my goodness. Probably.
100%.
Oh, she probably got canceled for Twitter.
Oh, man. Wait a minute. Jack Dorsey is out.
Of Twitter? He's been out like 3 different times.
Well, he's out now.
He's such a square.
How do we know that he's not really... he's a square. How do we know that he's not Kelly Rowland?
I've never seen them in the same room together. And Superman? Oh, my gosh. All 3 of them. Goodness gracious, Neil. Why didn't he... This is breaking news.
Hey, guys.
We're explaining breaking news.
You heard it first. Today's date right now is September 27th. You hopefully have had an incredible time with your family, your friends.
What are you talking about?
That's what day it is when they're listening to this.
September 27th?
Did I say September?
You said September, I think.
I meant December.
Oh, I was like, listen, are you teleporting? What are we doing?
We're not going to know because we don't edit these. We're not going to know until we actually listen to it. And one of us is going to be right.
If you could go into the podcast ratings and say whichever one of us is better, Tyler is better or Neil is better based on...
And the way you do that is you vote on which one is right by the 5th
5 star. You got to hit the 5th star. If you rank under that, then you're going to have the worst Trapper Keeper ever. Get it? 5-star Trapper Keepers?
I got it.
It's a deep cut. It's like the backside of Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't listen for Crash. I listen for the other stuff.
5 for Fighting. Incredible band.
Hey, the Superman. Tying it all back around. Hey, guys. Welcome to my pop culture potpourri.
Oh, man.
Potpourri. Oh, don't smoke pot, kids.
Oh,
this is a children's show.
It is.
This airs on PBS, right? If you could give money to a broadcast station near you.
Hey, guys, because of your listener support.
Of your Patreon listener support.
For real. No kidding.
We are almost paying for our podcast cost.
You know who hasn't paid us any money yet?
Anybody? Joseph.
Joseph hasn't.
Joseph Silly.
Joseph. Actually, Joseph's probably getting royalties off this.
He's a royal guy.
He is royalty.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Tyler and Neil Explain Everything podcast. Now officially your 4th favorite podcast. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you go to patreon.com/explain everything to get exclusive episodes. Looks like we made it.
So now that you guys know exactly what we're going to talk about today, because
it's gotten crystal clear.
It is so
crystal clear.
It's clear like a Ben Stein commercial.
You can handle the truth.
Clear Eyes, Neil.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Clear Eyes.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Ben Stein. Win Ben Stein's
Bueller,
money, Neil.
Bueller. Anyone.
So proud of
So in the military, I roomed with, I had Donnelly and Bueller. His last name was Beheeler, but they called him Bueller because they couldn't pronounce it. And they did that to him in like drill constantly. They would yell out his name. And if he didn't respond to it and act like it was actually him, even though it's not his last name. And they're on certain days, they'd say, Bueller, go, yes, sir. And they would come over, they would start screaming at him, like, that is not your name. So he didn't know what day he was supposed to be which one. So he tried to be both of them. Yeah, a bit of a complex, that guy.
If you try to be everything to everybody. You'll be
you're
no
nobody
to yourself.
I was going to say nobody to no one.
You'll be nobody from nowhere. We're the nothings from nowhere. No. That's from Big Green, I think. Okay, wow. So what are we talking about today?
This is the science behind Netflix.
Why do we have to tell them? Like, it's in the title. Like, they didn't just click on it. Oh, click it on the blind. He's blind in one eye.
As soon as he said blind, I knew where we were headed.
Knew it was coming.
And I wanted to go there.
He did. Alexa.
100%.
Play Tyler Dill Explain Everything podcast.
Alexa. Does that work?
I mean, if they can hear it.
Alexa. Play Tyler and Neil Explain Everything podcast, the science behind Netflix. See if that actually works.
Neil. Careful. Hold steady.
So I don't know if you realize this. There is a massive machine. Okay, Netflix does things. There's one thing.
We're talking about Netflix today.
Yeah, we're talking about Netflix. Yeah. There is something that they do that I did not. It's so simple. You and I were talking about it.
Yep.
I did not realize they do this, and I started thinking. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" We'll tell you what that is toward the 3/4 of the way.
Oh, this is a cliffhanger episode.
Yeah.
We call that Stallone because he was in Cliffhanger.
Hey, the beginning of that movie
where he drops the raccoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Ace Ventura.
Famously, Ace Ventura 2. That was tense back then. Watching that in the theater.
Gosh, didn't watch in theaters.
No,
I think I've seen that clip. I don't know if I watched the whole thing.
The whole thing, it gets intense. Well, obviously.
Well, it's camping.
Because I said it.
Completely intense. Because they don't have houses.
So never mind. Okay.
You what?
Anyways,
you what?
It's a
you
long.
What?
It's a
what?
Long.
Say it, Neil.
Sega. All right.
Sega Saturn.
Everything that you want to know about Netflix, because what is going behind that engine. So I recently went to a place, it was a barbershop where they had like their suggested Netflix stuff that was up there. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never even seen any of those shows because the algorithm behind what Netflix does is pretty incredible. It knows who its audience is.
It knows who you are. It's like tiki-taki.
You
know what? You know what also they do? What? Not only do they do that, they learn trends from what you click on based on who is on the cover. So certain movies and shows will have a different person from the show on the cover, depending on you and what you select and what kind of shows you like. So like
hot.
You and I might have a different person from Stranger Things on the cover of our Stranger Things
for real
promotion. I'm dead serious, bro. I would never lie to you, Neil. It's the science by Netflix. That's what we're talking about today. It's in the title, Neil.
How long has it been around? I didn't realize
97, I think.
Yeah, 97.
That's what I think.
Which is
I didn't see it in the notes at all. I just thought that off the top of my head. I was like, because the way I always remember it is like, when were the Atlanta Olympics? 96. Oh yeah, Netflix came the next year. It's like Atlanta Olympics, Netflix, and then
absolutely,
and then blank, and then Prince song.
So it well, ironically, in 1999 is when you could first get your first DVD in the mail.
So wait, if they were founded in 97, and
it took them a couple years
to do what?
I don't know.
What did they sell for 2 years?
I don't know. Dreams.
Red boxes.
So
dreams.
Back then, when you started this whole thing off, it was like instant. You're like, oh my gosh, I went on this website and clicked, here's what I want. And then it got on the queue and they send you that. And it got to you within like a day or two.
Yeah.
That back then it was like, I cannot believe I just got this movie this fast.
This is quicker than a drive to Hastings. By the time you get through all the aisles.
Because Blockbusters and all that kind of stuff were real. That was all.
They were real?
It was real.
Is there a question they aren't real?
Well, I've never seen it. It's spotted in the wild.
They should make a Blockbuster movie.
They are. They did.
That was a joke.
Oh, I get what you
did. They're called Blockbuster.
I saw what you did. Yeah, I saw what you did.
It's whatever. I hate myself.
Kevin Smith is actually doing a documentary on that.
On Blockbuster?
The last Blockbuster.
Is it in Oregon or Alaska?
I don't know. I think it's in Tinkletown. I'm not really sure.
That's where I'll go later, halfway through the episode.
So they didn't start streaming until 2007. Did your family ever get the actual DVD in the mail? Yeah.
Not my family, me.
You did.
And my wife. Okay. No, we did. Yes.
My dad did it, and he is one of the, I forget what it is. There's a percentage of people. Hang on, let me go through and look really quick. There's it's a low percent, but there is a percentage of people, we'll get to it eventually, that still get their DVDs, which is kind of crazy. So in 2007, they started streaming.
That's when Kevin Durant entered the league. 07 is his rookie year.
07?
Yeah, it was Kevin Durant's rookie year.
You know how I remember that? Because in 97, that's the year after the Atlanta Olympics.
Yeah, but the year
And
before
then it was the year before. Yeah.
because I couldn't
for
think of
sure.
anything off the top of my head. And then 99 is the Prince year.
For sure.
That's what you party
1999.
like. And then
Yeah, party
2000, that's the Kobe EX 2000
Well,
card.
in 99, going into 2000 was Y2K.
Oh, Y2K
Do you remember that?
1000. Yeah. It ruined everything.
It did, man. But I'll tell you what, the one thing it didn't ruin, rice and beans. The sale of those went way up.
You could store those in your
You
house.
still are.
What was I saying? I started a sentence with nowhere to go, and I ended exactly where I started. You could store those.
Nowhere.
Oh no, our table is broken. My kids quote TikTok. You know what Titus has started saying all the time now?
What?
He goes, I'm sorry. It's so funny because I'll quote stuff he has no idea. He'll go, you'd be the Bella de Ball.
Your kids are watching a lot of TikTok.
It's from Prison Mike from The Office. I quoted
gosh.
Prison Mike.
Uh-huh.
Used to be the Bella de
de
Ball.
Ball.
And Amanda goes, Titus, stop saying that. He loves it.
Does he have any idea what that means? No idea.
No clue. He doesn't even want to know because then he might have to quit saying it.
He would have to stop.
Yeah.
He would have to stop.
Yeah. What are we talking about today? Netflix.
In
It's the title.
2010, they went international because they added Canada.
Got it.
And then in 2013 is when they launched their first 3 original series. You remember what those were?
New House of Cards.
Yeah,
I watched
House of
that.
Cards
And
one.
then Orange is the New Black. I think I watched like a season or two.
I
of
have
that.
never seen 10 seconds of that show.
Okay.
Is it any good?
Have you seen 5 seconds?
No. I don't know why I picked 10.
3 seconds?
I think I've seen it like it just scrolls across the TV.
Yeah, okay. So
But
not like 2 seconds?
I want to say like collectively. No, not 2.
What about 1 second?
Okay, I'll go with 1. I'll go with 1.
You were like, that was a quick assumption. You're like, don't judge a
What is that? Oh, look away, Neil.
don't
Look away.
judge a movie by its cover on
Boo.
Netflix. Yeah, I've seen House of Cards up until the last season.
The other one is called Hemlock Grove, which I've never
heard of that
I
one.
don't
Isn't
even
that
know
like
what
a
that
vampire
is.
thing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I've not seen.
Oh, if you
4
haven't seen it, then
seconds of
yeah,
that
I'm right. If you can't tell me I'm wrong, I'm right.
Then you're for sure right.
I don't know that I'm wrong, but I know that I'm right.
So then in 2016,
Sorry.
I could be wrong, but I know that I'm right.
right.
2016, it goes worldwide. So it's in
Prestige.
all across.
Sorry, I'll shut up. I keep cutting you off.
Prestige. Hey, it's the Catalina wine mixer.
It's the Catalina wine. I am a podcast Mad Lib. All I do is fill in the blank with random adjectives.
I'm here for it.
No, you're not. You're here because you're contractually obligated. You're like, how do I get where we
stay here.
upload the podcast
I'll stay here.
out of his name?
Oh gosh.
I'm going to be on censorship.
No.
Conservatorship. Both.
I'm
all
on
the above.
conservatorship.
Yeah, I'm going to drive a ship.
2017, it actually passes 100 million subscribers.
Milo Subos.
And just think how fast this is. That's 2017. In 2021, they hit 150 million subs. So originally, you know what it was called? This is crazy.
New Flicks.
New Flicks.
Newt's Flicks.
Newt's Flicks. Yeah.
Newt's Commander's
Newt's
Flicks.
I know where that is now.
Hey.
It was called Kibble. KIBBLE.com.
It's the worst name
It's
ever.
the worst. You sell dog
Kibbles and
food?
Bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you? This is a pet company?
What are our
This is
pets'
weird.
heads are falling off? See? Podcast Mad Lib.
It's so good. Here's that was a name that they used to hold it while they got Netflix incorporated, so they could decide on something more permanent. They're like, I don't know, we'll call it Kibble.
That's what so like they do that sometimes whenever they go public. So they'll do is like a shell corporation. It's like Topps, the card company.
Yeah.
They were when they first were gonna go public, they actually under Mud was the name.
Not
that it was
mids.
under. No.
Tops, mids, bottoms.
Mids.
Mids, lows.
Yeah.
Lows.
Midiums.
Lows,
Midiums.
Midichlorians.
We
Oh
did
my
it. We
gosh.
must have the same. Look at us.
So back then, they promised themselves one thing that they would do that no other streaming provider does.
You told me this the other day, so I know the answer.
This is the one that blows my mind.
It's crazy.
I didn't realize it. It's 2 words that they promised themselves in 1997, and they're still sticking to that promise today.
Advertising.
None. They don't do any.
I misunderstood the direction.
It's the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
No, so no ads.
Yep.
This is a core value that they have. Think about it right now. Think about Disney Plus. I asked my kids this the other day, and I was like, "You're like, no, they have ads for their own shows. They do, but they will not do it on Netflix. Like, hey, you want to watch this? Well, guess what? You should.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I was trying to make the mic touch your mouth. Boom. Sorry.
They won't do it. They will not do ads. You watch Hulu? Ads.
Amanda hates ads.
I hate it. Amazon Prime ads for their own shows.
Yep. HBO Max.
Peacock. HBO Max has a. I don't think that's.
Was that it? Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, that's.
Did I yell that one episode?
Yes, that was for you, Kristen.
Why did I yell that?
I don't know. I don't remember, but it was good.
I'm sorry, Neil.
Yeah, Kristen actually texted us and said she almost pulled her car off the road into a ditch because she was laughing so hard.
If she laughed at something I said, I love Kristen.
She did, and she did not go into a ditch. Which is great.
Yeah, safety first.
Still on.
No, I'm in love with Kristen. This is breaking news. Okay. She sounds amazing.
It's great.
If she laughs at one of my jokes, that's it. I'm very easy to please.
Because we were laughing at the echo in the room. That's what it was. You did it, and I was like, the echo is incredible. We just sat there and laughed about it.
Lift and laugh. Live, laugh, love, learn. # blessed. No way home. Wait, homes are the hardest. Hard against Ryan Reynolds.
TJMax.com.
TJMax.com. Take it back. Home goods. Hey. Wow. Neil's like, okay, we're just recording.
No. If we had bought Netflix shares in 2013, they were $30. Now they're well over $250.
That's a pretty good return.
It's a pretty good return. I mean, you have a YouTube math channel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
I can do it real quick. It's like
okay?
a lot.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just really.
How a lot? Well, it's past midnight when we record these.
Yeah, midnight.
We're doing this on our own
Saturday
time.
Night,
on Saturday night, midnight. So
Saturday night, and I feel all right.
Yeah,
the party's here on the.
You might want to call this Saturday Night Live. Saturday night pre-recorded.
Saturday Night Live pre-recording. Live, because we do record them live.
Sure.
It's just you don't listen to them live.
We are genuinely considering doing a live setting of one of these.
But didn't we talk about it on an episode?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. At the Harry Potter Trivia Night at Nexus.
Yes.
Which would be incredible. Make it happen, Neil.
Oh my God.
Finish reading the books, bro.
Hey, just so you know, it's a little update on everybody. I am
little life update. Neil and I, we're taking some time. This is like a vlog breakup. Anytime there's a couple's YouTube channel, hey guys, just want to give an update. So like for the past 6 years, we haven't been dating and we were intending to date. The real deal is we hate each other, and so when we do those pranks, we laugh, but it's because you pay us money. So it's not gonna be my channel, and Mike's gonna be over at Mike's YouTube channel.com.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want me to shut up? I'm sorry.
No.
What were you saying? What were we talking about today?
Netflix.
Today we're going to be talking about Netflix.
Netflix. They tried to sell to Blockbuster in the year 2000.
Oh yeah, like the Kobe card.
For $50 million.
Okay.
Right now, their current market value, $231 billion.
Holy mackerels.
And guess what? They spend more money than they take in.
Yeah.
Which is so Spotify is still not profitable.
No.
And their investors are just like lining up.
But that's the thing. We live in an attention economy. Like things are valued based on the attention and the brand. Yeah. Like I say there's like 2 companies that could buy Netflix now, but like if they could, they would. Because it's like it has the attention. It's
got everybody.
The trick is getting people to click, attach their payment info, and get it recurring. Once they do that,
once you're recurring,
it's this upswing, this sliding scale of attention, and they're building a content library.
They're building an empire.
They're building the show Empire. That's a show, Empire.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
I do.
Don't lie to me, Neil.
Empire.
We'll start screaming at you just like mad.
Empire. 800-588-2300 Empire. It's a carpet company.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Why do you know that?
It was on an SNL sketch they did it with they had John Malkovich in there who was reading the thing, and he's great. He's being John Malkovich.
Were you the one telling me about the interview with him and Matt Damon where he leans across the table and goes, "I'm a terrible actor." Did you tell me that?
No, what?
Maybe I saw it. No, I saw it was Matt Damon told me on video. He was in it. I kind of gave away the punchline, but they're doing Rounders, And John Malkovich comes in. Everybody's excited because he's John Malkovich, great actor. And he's like, just comes in. Everybody's in awe. And he starts doing the accent, because he has an accent. Give the man his money. He does he does the accent. He hits the line. And it's just like, give the man his money. He did like this weird accent. And Matt Damon's just looking at him like, what? Everybody's like clapping and cheering. And Malkovich sees Matt Damon's eyes that he's like, what was that? And before he could correct him, Malkovich leans over real close. He goes, I'm a terrible actor.
Matt Damon told you that.
Yeah, Matt Damon told me. He called somebody and then recorded it, and then I watched it.
Yeah.
We're close.
But he wanted you to see it.
Well, it's wicked smart. You know what?
It's not your fault.
You never see not your fault. I put that on TikTok the other day. Did you ever you don't watch Yellowstone, do you?
No.
Fun fact for our Yellowstone listeners, it's a big population.
Okay.
Yellowstone listeners. In Good Will Hunting, Matt Damon, part of their little crew, they got Ben Affleck, they got Casey Affleck, and they got two dudes you never talk about.
Yeah.
One of those is the guy that is a main character on Yellowstone.
Oh, wow.
Rip.
Rip is Rip Torn?
Rip Torn, yeah.
From Men in Black?
No. From
Dodgeball.
Troy. From Troy.
Rip Torn from Troy?
He's in Troy.
Is he really?
Yeah, he really is.
Oh my gosh.
Is Rip Torn, isn't that the dude from Succession? Is he in Succession? I can't talk.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you watch Succession?
Rip Torn, no, but I know who's in Succession.
Who's the old dude?
He's Googling it right now. Notice he's not asking Jeeves. He is.
The first thing I ever searched on Ask Jeeves? I told you. Is Miss Johnson hot? My 7th grade teacher. That was the first thing I asked.
And there's a dog running around trying to. No, that was Go Fetch. What was that one? There was like a dog that you could send out to like get you the information.
I remember that, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember either.
Do you know this? I saw the thing the other day. Who cares about what we're talking about? Sorry. Matt Damon and Netflix. What Netflix is what we're talking about. But
yeah.
Okay, so I was watching a thing the other day and it was talking about how there was a larger percentage of like nudity, naughty stuff on the internet back when it started than there is now. And it's because a lot of people on the internet use that to get people to watch the internet. Fun fact, YouTube was one of those.
For real?
YouTube paid girls to like wear bikinis and be in videos to attract people to their channel.
That's crazy.
It's a true story, Neil. I wouldn't make it up.
I know you wouldn't.
Fun fact.
Would Rip Torn make it up?
On Succession?
No, yeah. We'll see if you actually get that.
I'm looking it up because I've never been wrong in my life.
I don't think he's on it. I'm actually going to guarantee you he's not on it.
He
That's him stalling.
Well, Neil, what are we talking about today?
Tyler's back on topic. This is good.
Because I'm wrong.
You know what broke every Netflix record 2 months ago?
Squid Game.
Correct.
You know why?
Why?
Because it passed the over-the-shoulder test.
Oh.
You could stand over someone's shoulder and kind of watch it and still be entertained.
Oh,
it's over-the-shoulder test. Yep.
So
why Mr. Beast does well too.
That's impressive. 111 million viewers were watching it the first week.
111. That's like half of their subs almost.
That is incredible.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
I watched it on 1.5 speed. I watch all my shows on 1.5 speed.
I mean, it's shocking at 1.5 times speed. Yes.
It's interesting.
This month, what broke the record for the most watched or most viewed movie in Netflix history?
Don't tell me. Give me no words. Red Notice.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Got it. Absolutely.
I know it.
I'm gonna say something, and you may not have realized. This is what I was teasing about earlier. Netflix never crashes.
Yep.
They have built a massive backbone that this thing is built off of, servers and everything. Disney Plus crashed on its very first day. The demand was so high, the software couldn't handle it. Crashed again during WandaVision episode 1 because it couldn't handle the server load, which is what HBO Max is completely jacked up. And the CEO has admitted that their app is a mess and it crashes often.
Wait, but what about Yahoo TV?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Season 5 of Community, it aired exclusively on Yahoo TV.
That's right.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Absolute garbage. It was the worst player I've ever used. You'd be watching it, like, you're halfway through an episode, it would crash and kick you out, and then you'd have to restart. It was like using a VHS on your phone.
Oh, gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah, you're not paying attention. You don't even care. You're looking, Tyler, I'm prepping. I'm actually doing the episode. I'll hear a stupid story about Community.
I've never watched YouTube or Yahoo TV.
Why would you tell me that now? After all the time we spent together, and you're going to tell me You're telling me her sister was a witch. Have you seen that TikTok? What? It's famous.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen it.
This has now become the most important thing in my life. I don't even care about this.
He's going to show me on his iPad right now.
Yeah.
This is going to be, first of all, copyrighted, but also I can't wait to see this.
Her sister was a witch. It is famous. And like people are trying to find these dudes. Here it is. Oh, hold on. It's these two dudes arguing about Wizard of Oz. Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute.
Have you seen this?
Wait a minute. Maybe I have.
Okay, here you go.
Maybe I have.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro. I'm gonna stop him. You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong? She wore a crown and she came down in a bubble, dog. Grow up. Get educated.
I love that. But the problem is now, every time I raise my voice, I want to say, sister was a witch. Like I
Grow up, Don.
Bro. Oh, I'm sorry. What are we talking about? I'm sorry. I literally closed my iPad like that was the end of the episode.
No, it's okay.
What is wrong with me, bro?
Oh my gosh.
I love that. They're trying to find those guys. They're like, it's been too long. It's been too much. Who are these people?
So Netflix has spent $10 billion on the server network that is called Open Connect. They've made their own. The reason why they made their own is this is lady. She's a VP. Her name is Gina. I don't know. Haspiller. I'm going to say that wrong. She says the growth of the company is attributed to one thing, not just good movies, not just good shows, none of that stuff, but the fact that it's reliable. Yeah. Every time you turn it on, it is going to work. There's a reason for it. They upload 3 of everything in 3 different qualities.
Okay.
So if their servers were to slow down, it just kicks you over to the lower quality version.
Yeah.
Which is, so you're like, okay, the quality just kind of went away, but it will pick back up and buffer and get back over there. So
because that's more, I'd rather watch it blurry.
I would rather watch it blurry than have it crash. Because what happens when it crashes, you leave it and go do something else.
You're done. You don't have the attention to like, okay, cool, I'm going to wait on this.
Yep.
What am I at the doctor's office?
Yeah.
Dr. Netflix calling Dr. Netflix.
I've got like a page and a half of the stupidest information about that network, and I just realized that now while I'm looking at it. This is ridiculous. The fact that I nerded out about their CDN being a third-party network, I need to delete there are hours of my life I won't get back now.
Neil, can I tell you a secret that we allude to a lot? Neil prepares.
I mean,
Tyler shows up to the recording. Used to, I did a lot of the work.
That's not true. You've done a bunch of them.
Up until now. For the past 3 months, I'm just like here to be like, hey, today, guys, watch me do my dance, damn a jester, listen to the king talk. And Neil does all this prep, and then he like makes himself feel bad for being good at his job.
Now I'm legally liable because all the information on here is wrong.
No.
Now they're going to know
legally liable. Who's going to sue us for a pod? If you listen to a podcast, Joe Rogan be in prison.
Oh my gosh.
If it was about, okay, listen, I'm sorry. If you love if you go to the Church of Joe Rogan, we're sorry for offending you.
Okay.
People, and I don't have anything like Joe Rogan is like whatever, but the people, the thing that bothers me, people use that like a peer-reviewed academic source. Well, I heard on Joe Rogan that, and I'm like, I heard just now, you're dumb. That's what I just heard because you're using Joe Rogan for an argument. Like, oh my gosh! He's a wrestling announcer or some crap.
Could you not use like on a job, like you're putting your resume together, you put down different references. Where do I go to school? Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
You don't have
Academy.
to put anything else on it.
Joe Rogan Academy.
Joe Rogan.
Oh, cool. So that means that you're going to get us a sexual harassment suit. Thanks, bro. Let's hire you right away. Horse medicine. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Here we go. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. I'm going to read the next chunk of information.
Oh.
I have not read it yet because not only do I not prepare, I don't even read what Neil prepares. Bro.
I'm so sorry.
So
this is stupid.
Here's the thing. Most other streaming services rely on a third-party CDN. You're like, Tyler, what's a CDN? Cartoon Network? I didn't know I had a middle name. Content Delivery Network. Okay? Netflix uses their very own one. You have no idea how big this is, guys. Open Connect is basically servers all across the globe. The globe is a sphere or a plate. It's round or flat, still a debate. In cities near you.
Yeah.
In cities near you, Neil, near you as well.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So when you're streaming a show, it's coming from a server near you, bro. You're going to tell me that I'm wrong?
No, I'm not.
Not somewhere else.
Right.
Near you.
Yeah.
Okay? This takes the heat off of the ISP to get across the planet to you. They're trying to put a server in your pocket, bro?
It's a suit of
You're
armor.
going to tell me I'm wrong? Oh my gosh. I don't know why I brought that information so hot. It's like I steadily escalated. It's like the beginning of Cliffhanger, the greatest movie ever made.
This was two 9th grade girls screaming at each other in the cafeteria, and it just escalated.
No, Neil, it's better than that.
What is it?
It's that, but it's Inception within that, because you know what is on the outside of that?
What?
At its core, the meat, the heat, the core.
Mm-hmm.
I am John Lithgow. What's his name?
Lithgow?
The guy in High School High. What was his name?
Oh, I don't know.
He was on
that show.
SNL. Because it was acting.
Oh.
We were acting.
I'm a terrible actor.
I'm a terrible actor. That's what Matt Damon told me. John.
I'm sorry.
John and Matt.
I'm sorry.
Matt, John. If you just said their first names, they don't sound as fancy.
No.
Or they sound more like Bible-y.
Hey, the other day, Matt told me that they sound Bible-y. Matt and John.
Well, the first or the second one. First one's more important.
Yeah.
Which you can't play. Sausage, the sausage or the egg. That's not how that works. The chicken. I have lost my mind.
Oh my!
Is this a Patreon or a
gosh.
regular?
I don't know.
Oh gosh!
We're
If
gonna
it's a
find
Patreon,
out.
you signed up for this.
You're
If it's
fine
regular,
with it.
I'm sorry.
This is a Patreon.
Oh, cool.
You guys are here for it.
I can love you guys.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I mean, I told Kristen that I love her.
Yeah.
Gosh, Amanda's going to take the news. Actually, Amanda probably won't care. She's like, all right,
She's
cool.
got to subscribe to
Yeah,
this.
she will never and has never.
$3.
She don't even care about us.
All right. So what is that? What that means is that
You want to explain it again?
the source of what it is closer to you, so it doesn't have to travel halfway across the globe. That's all it means.
That's why it works better.
They actually predict which shows will be more popular than others, better than pretty much anywhere. What they do is they pre-place more viewed shows on servers that are closer to larger markets. This is going to sound crazy. They know based off of cities. So let's say you're in New York City. People in New York like a New York.
I almost did it, but I did because I've already ruined the episode.
No, so if they know that people in New York are more likely to watch a show versus another, they'll put more versions of or more shows that New Yorkers like on the servers closest to New York. So it still doesn't have to travel as far. They're really smart about it.
Yeah.
This whole network that they've developed is pretty incredible. Tiger King was the biggest test of this whole thing ever for them. Tiger King. So it's when it hit. Tiger King hit at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And more people hit, like they basically went crazy. One server in a small market, what would a small market be?
Arkansas?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like, what is Little Rock? Is it 250,000 people? 300,000
No,
people?
196,000.
Okay. It's close to the size of Akron. Not that you guys have ever been, but what do I know?
You're just a kid from Akron. Pay homage.
Right there. So that a small market server will have up to 350 terabytes of video and show content on it. But the other ones that are not likely to be shown there, they'll put on other servers. So it does have to travel. That's all that means. So 34 million people watched all the episodes in the first 10 days of Tiger King.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know something? Can I tell something? Can I say something to you?
No.
Can I tell you a
Don't
secret?
tell me.
Can I tell you a
don't
secret?
want to know. I can't handle
I've
this.
not watched 2 seconds of Tiger King.
Have you watched 1 second?
No.
Have you watched 10 seconds?
Yeah, that's actually the funny part is I haven't watched 2. I've watched the whole thing. I just haven't watched it. I don't know why I didn't watch it. They're doing a second one.
Yeah.
It's
he's
coming
in
out.
jail, I thought.
He is, and he's really sick too. Does he have cancer?
I think so.
Okay.
I almost bought a Joe Exotic signed card at a card show.
Really?
It was $60.
Was he signing them there?
No, it was a card.
Is he in prison?
Probably. I think so.
He is probably.
I think so.
Netflix jail.
I've seen Netflix jail. They call that Hulu. I'm just kidding.
the ads.
I have not seen all of them because during the pandemic, I got, I had a lot of work to do. And so yeah, I mean, I was spreading diseases to everybody.
How dare you?
I'm COVID-18. Yeah.
Overachiever.
Yeah. I did it before school.
COVID-18. I had way before.
Yeah.
Right, so
no, I'm just kidding. I have seen parts of it. I've seen enough to have a conversation, but
okay.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't. You would probably watch it on times 1.5 or times.
Yeah, I would. I did. I watched a regular TV show.
Okay, that's great. You should say, like, people don't know that they could watch it at a faster.
Yeah,
speed.
1.5 fast. They'll let you go.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can't do it on 2?
I'd crank up
you
to
would
2
do.
if I could.
I know you would.
2's why I listen to everything.
That's how fast Tyler's brain works.
No, it just doesn't work. It just kind of rolls on.
Nope. That's it. I'm telling you. It
just keeps rolling. All
right, these are ridiculous facts. Stupid facts about Netflix that will kind of shock you.
Tell me.
In 2017, someone watched Madagascar 3 352 times in 1 year. And that's the worst of the 3 Madagascars. That's not great.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Netflix makes up for 26% of all global streaming traffic.
What does YouTube make up for?
I don't even know.
I mean, YouTube has to be higher,
considered
right?
streaming traffic. Yeah,
it has to be higher. YouTube is 49% of the whole music market.
That's crazy.
So I would assume that
it would have to be higher. Yeah, for sure.
Eat that Netflix.
2.7 million people still get DVDs in the mail, and my dad is one of them. Dad, if you're listening, 0.0% chance you're listening.
I'll text him.
Only
him and Matt Damon and I are in a group text together.
Greg and Matt, that's who you're going to hang out with.
Yeah, well, Greg
doesn't even sound like a biblical name.
It is.
Okay.
If they embroider it on the front of the Bible.
For Greg. So only 55% of Netflix users pay for their own subscription.
Only 55%? That's funny.
That is funny. They haven't figured out how to, they can't lock that down. Yeah. People sharing their passwords all over the place.
Yeah.
The average American home in 2021 watches 3.2 hours of Netflix video per day.
Oh my gosh. Get a jab.
What are you doing? Get it to 1.5 times speed.
Does that, question. Yes. Is that linear or is it like Amanda goes and watches an hour and then I come home and I watch 30 minutes and then we both watch together 30 minutes? Is that 2 hours, 2.5 hours?
It's the whole total combined.
So like if you and I watch a movie together, does that double the time?
No.
It's singular?
Yes.
Okay.
Out of a household, they're saying this is how much from that subscriber, that home, that household is creating this many hours.
Okay, I get it.
Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
I'll allow it. Each hour of streaming is considered 3 gigabytes. That is 288 gigs per month. And the pandemic gave them an additional 15.7 million new users in the first quarter of 2020 alone.
Wow.
That's a pretty big uptick.
So did they release COVID?
Yeah, they're the ones that did. Yeah.
Them and Zoom got together.
They're like, hey, listen, I've got an idea.
How did Skype lose so bad?
They've always been clunky.
Okay.
Skype is just finicky, man.
Yep.
Hard to sign in.
I
don't want my own.
Just kidding. My son's not Hispanic.
Prior to Disney Plus, Netflix paid Disney $300 million to stream Disney's content. So remember when all those Marvel movies were on there and all the Disney shows were on and all stuff, they moved it over. So that's like Disney Plus in their concept. They're like, hey, I wonder if this is going to work. Well, right out of the gate, you're saving $300 million by doing it on your own service.
No, you're losing it.
You're losing that much, but you're going to gain it in subs.
Yeah, you're going to get it.
Yeah, you'll get it back.
Okay, if you had to choose Netflix versus Disney Plus, which do you choose? Oh, I guess we can save this for 3v3.
Oh.
Okay, I'll stop talking.
We can. That's an interesting one. That's a secret. There are over 15,000 titles on Netflix. The total library size is actually shrinking because they're focusing on
their own stuff. And they're losing different subscription models.
They're right. So they bought all that kind of stuff. What was the first thing that you saw that was leaving Netflix that ticked you off?
I guess probably The Office. No. Community was on there for a minute, I thought.
Was it?
There was something that was on there. Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. Is it not on there anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it came back, but it bounced. And I remember thinking like, I'd already watched it, but I just like to know what's there. It's like your Uncle Lance. Like, I don't really want to go hang out with you, but I'd love to know that I have the option.
Yeah. They have done 1,500 original titles since 2013.
1,500?
Yeah. Any good ones in there? I'd say maybe a handful.
1,500 or 15,000?
1,500.
You wrote 15,000.
No, I wrote 1,500. Original titles since 2013.
but it has over 15,000 total titles, which is what I thought you were saying. I totally didn't read it wrong.
Total titles.
Tyler Turner, total titles.
TV shows account for 82% of their top-rated content. Original content is up 3,050% in the last 4 years. I don't know what that stat means. The Crown actually costs $10 million per episode to make.
Holy moly.
Have you watched any of The Crown?
I've seen pieces of it that Amanda watched.
I haven't watched any of it.
How many seconds? Have you not watched?
I've not even watched 2 seconds.
Oh, have you watched 0 seconds?
I've actually watched 0 seconds.
Okay, I was gonna get you. I gonna get you. Nia's gonna pinch you, little cheek. Be like, I get you, midget.
You got your nose.
You touch your soft skin.
He's a big one.
It's weird on my head. What? I'm suspect number one now.
Oh my gosh. The technology they created for their own personalized recommendation engine, because what it recommends for you, that software that they created for it is worth $1 billion a year. 80% of users take the algorithm recommendations and watch what it suggests.
Really? I mean, that's the thing. It's overwhelming to think. Like, oh, I want to go find this. Like the only time I ever search for a movie or a show is if I'm watching TikTok and somebody pops up and goes, I got a recommendation. I'll be like, oh, cool.
Okay,
and I'll go search
over
it.
there and look
you know, how do you, okay, question. What is your procedure? Do I need to shut up?
No.
Okay.
I was making sure we're recording.
Oh, cool.
I like to see that red light.
Yeah, baby. What is your procedure if you think like, oh, I want to go watch Spider-Man 2? Oh, I mean, I guess you know that's on Disney. Dang it. If you want to go see Hot Rod, the greatest movie ever made.
Right.
If you want to go watch second greatest movie.
Yeah.
If you ever want to go to Hot Rod, what do you do to know where to go? What streaming service to go to?
So I turn on the Apple TV and I just click and I just say it into it. And it tells you what the options are at the bottom.
Really?
Yeah, it'll tell you if it's on Netflix.
So you watch through Apple TV for everything?
Yes. Now, I'll do it on the iPad or my phone, but if I'm at home, that's what I do.
Okay. Well, we don't have Apple TV.
If not, so what it'll suggest is like, hey, this is on Amazon Prime. It shows you all the options
That's
at
cool.
the bottom. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Apple Plus is this thing where it's like it's everything funnels through that thing.
Yeah. I use Apple Plus, but only for Apple Plus shows.
Yeah,
So
Apple Plus shows show all the other subscriptions that you have. So all their shows show up down at the bottom.
That's
as
cool.
Well. It's interesting.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's the way
Okay,
they
I
do
just
that.
watched Ted Lasso on it.
That's it.
My bad. Okay, I use Just Watch. It's an app, and it tells me what I can watch it on.
I did not know that.
It just lists out everywhere it's available, and
it's an app on your phone.
It's essentially what you're doing, but more steps.
Well, no, it would be better because it's where you're at. Your phone is where you're at. I'm not home all the time.
You're a liar.
I'm never at home. I'm here in the studio recording.
Yeah, well, I've forced you to do it. You're like Jesse in Breaking Bad. You just cook. I need you to cook for me.
I need to cook.
I need to cook. All right.
There are 2 stand-up specials that have generated the most money for them. Chris Rock, they paid him $40 million for it.
That's pretty good.
And Dave Chappelle, they paid him $60 million for it. He's in a bit of a troubled spot right now with them. You don't know about this?
Is it because he talked about the
trans
people?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was very.
Don't do that, Dave.
Nope. Dave, you probably
get it together, my guy.
That's the thing. So comedians think that they can talk about anything, and they're supposed to be like, no, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
You're a comedian, but they're like, no. Won't you have morals? Like, well, that's not a comedian.
That's not how comedians work, bro.
No, definitely not. Nope. There's a bunch of other dumb things we could talk about on here, but that's about it.
Wow.
They do study why shows are binged.
Ooh.
So the binging is versus episodic. So this is the thing that they do. They release, so Stranger Things comes out, all of them are available right then.
Yep.
The other ones don't do that. Not a single one of them does that. Apple Plus doesn't.
Oh, no,
Amazon Prime doesn't.
Okay.
Hulu doesn't. Peacock doesn't. None of them do it.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it. They actually found that if you binge it, you'll sit there and watch almost all of them. The reason is spoilers.
Oh.
This is what's interesting. So the science behind it, a guy named Grant McCracken, they hired him as a cultural anthropologist to figure out which one of those two is more powerful, the anticipation of a new episode coming out or giving you all of them at once. So people enjoy the power that they get from knowing what spoilers are over other people.
Ooh.
So they like to be ahead.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to be ahead on when it's episodic.
Yeah. They want to be the smartest person in the room. That's why they listen.
And
to
they'll
this
hold it
episode.
over. They will hold it over other people. They will tell them or they will ruin plot twists. And it's proven that if a show is good enough, spoilers only increase people's desire to actually watch that show.
Ooh, okay. Because it's like a hook. Like you're almost like, here's the trailer. But
there's a spoiler out there. I want to be able to see it for myself. So there are a lot of shows that they have out there. There's like an episode that is like super popular. People will go watch that one because they know that's the one that has the spoilers in it.
Red Wedding.
Is that on Netflix?
No.
Okay. What is that on?
It's HBO Max.
HBO Max. So in 2015 study, they said binge watching is actually connected with depression, lack of self-control, or loneliness.
Oh, wow.
And this is what they consider binge watching: anything 2 episodes or more. After you've watched 2 shows. And so there's a science behind it. What they do is they try and make the end of the second show the strongest hook to get you for the rest of it. Science has literally proven it.
Oh, wow.
So you'll notice it. Like the first one, you're like, I don't know, that wasn't good. The second one, they will hook you. They just did it with Hawkeye. The second episode was far better than the first one. The first one was like, I don't know, give or take. Second one is like, oh, there's something at the end of that one.
Yeah.
That's when they hook you in for more.
Did you watch it? Did you watch that?
I haven't watched the latest one that just came out.
Titus and I watched it yesterday.
A couple weeks ago because we're here on Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
I haven't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are we doing 3v3 on this?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do, but.
Welcome to the party, pal. This is 3v3.
What was the thing you wanted to do?
I don't want to do it.
But that was good. You said
care.
Would I do, which is my favorite streaming service. If I could do Netflix versus something else.
Just tell me that, and then we'll do the 3v3.
Well, I feel like Netflix has more options. Disney Plus. No, it would be Disney Plus.
Yeah, same.
It would be Disney Plus because it's got all the Marvel. It's got all the yeah. My kids love it too.
Okay. Well, you can pick first. Netflix shows.
Okay,
draft.
so we're doing Netflix shows. We're going to draft 3 shows versus 3 other shows. Are these all originals? They don't have to be. I just started listening out a bunch of dumb ones or whatever. Seinfeld recently came to Netflix. It's on there.
Are you talking about a Netflix? Are we picking shows that are on Netflix
Any
or
show
Netflix,
that's on Netflix?
Original series?
Any show that's on Netflix.
Okay. So you picked Seinfeld?
No, I was just telling you that. It was like a random thing.
Yeah, well, you can't try to sell me
I can't.
your player that you want. Don't give me Markel Fultz.
Okay. All right, you typically get to go first.
That's not true. I allow you first because I'm selfless.
Thank you.
You
Golly,
go.
look at you.
Look at you.
Look at you. Look at it.
Just go.
All right. I would say Stranger Things.
That would have been my first pick.
That's your first one?
How
many are they on? They're on episode or series 4 is coming out, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
one is this their last one?
Yes. I mean, it should be. Which one was they're all like 40 years old now. What was your favorite season of that?
I mean, first season was really good because, it's kind of the first one.
Yeah.
And it's like you're still trying to figure everything out. This last one, is that the one with the mall?
Yes.
That was okay. Those were okay. It was a little slower for me to get into it, with the whole like taking over the teenage boy situation where they possessed him or whatever.
Yeah.
The dude with the mullet looks like Theo Vaughn. Theo, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 1 still is the best one.
It's a banger. Name a show where season 1 wasn't like the best.
Yeah, well, that's why they have 4 seasons now because the first one was so good. Okay, what do you got?
It stinks because there's like some shows that I was like all in on and then they like kind of lost their steam. Like, sorry, House of Cards was one of my favorites for a while, and then it kind of just.
How many seasons was that?
5, I think, and the 5th one was Kevin Spacey was gone because he kind of that whole sitch. That whole sitch.
Anything
you want, Tyler. Pick anything you want. I'd say Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
I liked Daredevil
a lot. Solid.
Yeah, it was a solid show.
They did the Iron Fist, terrible.
I heard it. This is the only one I didn't watch.
Awful. And they did Luke Cage, which I liked.
I didn't watch that one either.
I liked that one.
Yeah, it's the only one I didn't watch besides Iron Fist.
So you didn't watch either one of those?
Yeah, and then I didn't watch Jessica Jones either.
Punisher, I didn't watch.
But that's the only one I did watch besides the other 2.
Did you watch Punisher?
I actually did watch. I watched the first season. How many seasons are there? 2?
I think there are 2.
I definitely watched the first season, and I think I watched the second.
It got really violent.
It's the Punisher.
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to do? I'm going to go do my taxes.
Not the tickler.
Still would have watched it. Would have loved to see those dudes' reactions.
Okay. All right. I would have to say Squid Game.
Oh, yeah. It was a good one.
I mean, just because it was so overwhelmingly reviewed. Like, that's what we're going off of. Like, the popularity, the whatever. I think that one is like, that was one of those where I'm like, I want to figure out where the heck this thing is going.
Yeah, well, they talk a little too fast for me.
Which way did you listen to? It's on 1.5 speed. Tyler.
Oh my goodness!
Oh
Well,
my
that makes, it was funny.
Oh,
This
that
is my
makes
boy. He's the
sense.
smartest guy in town. He went to the good college. Smart guy. Smart guy. What was it that he always said about that one guy?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I mean, Outer Banks has to be. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wow! I've seen 0 seconds of that.
I've seen what I've watched Amanda watch,
Yeah.
like pieces of it. Like I'll
Yeah.
bounce in the room.
Hey,
and-
they just announced that they're doing season 3.
of course they did because they made a ton of money from it.
Sure they
I heard
did.
Peaky Blinders is really good. I haven't seen it.
I've
but
heard that
I
one's
it's
good
really
too. Has Cillian Murphy. in it.
Okay, I've got this is actually my number one favorite.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to recommend it, but they say cuss words. So if you're, I know
Why?
we have exclusively
Why?
children audience. Don't
Yes.
watch it.
Don't watch this, kids.
It's I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson.
I think you should leave. I don't even know what that is.
I have recommended it to you like 8 times.
yeah.
It's the guy that used to work for SNL. That he did all the sketches they
Tim
rejected.
Robinson. Yeah, you have recommended this to me, and I
Yeah,
still haven't watched
You
it.
still don't care about me.
He looks like. What did you say earlier? You said something looks like they're like melted ice cream. Yeah, that's all right. Watch. I think
Can't
you should
believe
leave
it.
with Tim
That hurts
Robinson.
a
Okay,
lot.
but there's some good words in there. I am gonna go with Seinfeld. Is my third one. Seinfeld is one of my favorite shows.
Okay.
It just, hands down. The fact that it's on there, they paid $500 million for the global streaming rights to be able to do that.
500 mil?
500
How long do they get it for,
million.
though? It's not even forever.
No, I think it's like 3 years, which is so funny. Okay, what was it on before? TBS or something like that?
Yeah.
You know, we know funny, TBS or
No,
whatever.
we
They don't even have Conan O'Brien anymore.
They don't even know funny.
no, they don't know funny. How could they know?
How could they know? How would they know? Okay, I'm literally stalling because I'm looking.
That's okay. You got one. You got one more.
And it's just a show on there. Let's
Yeah,
say you did
anything.
Seinfeld, so it doesn't have to be that. You know what? I'll say Arrested Development. It's a classic.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
I know I am right.
Oh, it's so good.
So I win
that's so good.
You know why
that's
I
a good
win?
one. Why?
because I said, so I think you should leave, which is the best out of all the 6.
Oh, and you said that's your number
It
one.
is funnier to me than Seinfeld, which Seinfeld's not like, funny. It's like you watch it and you're like, I respect the comedic timing. You do laugh out loud during Seinfeld?
Yes.
Do you really?
Only because it's like it's nostalgic for me.
Okay. The first time you watched it, did you?
No.
Or did you watch it like you were like watching a documentary on PBS?
I didn't watch it like that either.
By the way, we're sponsored by
Neither
PBS. They paid us $500 million.
Peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
Peanut butter jelly
Are you going to do Will It Rock?
Yes.
The question on everyone's mind, will it rock? The answer is probably yes.
Jeez, Brian, just give it away.
I like how we let the beat roll out while we're searching the internet.
Thinking about things.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
it will.
He's got a ton of movies on Netflix.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Okay. However, the thing that sets him apart is you just said, what is it? The most streamed or downloaded movie of all
The most
time
watched
on
movie.
Netflix.
Right, yeah.
Is that in the first week or total?
Total.
Oh, wow. Is Red Notice with The Rock.
Right. I mean,
And-
that's a big deal.
So question, is it, I mean, it's going to happen. I'm just wondering is this going to be the first time that a movie wins Best Picture, Best Lead Actor, Best Lead Actress, Best Supporting Actor? All 4?
Wow.
Has that happened a lot?
I don't think it's happened a lot.
Okay, so Red Notice will be the first.
This is not going to win any of those.
Wait.
It'll the cinematic tour de force Red Notice, not going to happen.
Super disappointed.
So there is something funny about this. They had a white car that he gets into in the first 10 minutes of the movie. The Dwayne The Rock Johnson gets in the car. They paid like $100,000 to have this car on set for 3 days. It was the one, the director was like, he has to get into this car. It looks incredible. They wanted it. It was like, it looked amazing. They got there, started setting up the scene. He gets ready to go shoot and he can't fit in it. There are no scenes with him in there where he gets into or gets out of the car fully. They cut every time. They said the director was furious. Dwayne Johnson couldn't fit in the car, couldn't get behind it. He was like a little tiny clown car, like, yeah, that car that he is in front. Yes, this car that he is posing in front of.
Is a Porsche?
They paid about $100,000 for 3 days to have that car, and he can't get in it. Couldn't get in it. So, man, listen, I know your cheat days are impressive.
It says Dwayne The Rock Johnson cannot sit in a Porsche Taycan electric car. It's electric. That's cool. It's electric.
Woogie.
You're ahead of me.
All right.
Fastest guy in the West.
This is the science behind Netflix.
Wow. We did it.
I think we did.
Did we get it under 25 minutes?
We're just there. We're just 30. A hair under, but that's it.
Podcasts are crazy. I mean, it's like a feature-length film every week.
I mean,
Twice
we're giving you
twice a week.
We're giving you, and also thank you, Patreon subscribers.
Thank you for real. Like I don't care
real,
about other people. I just care about y'all.
Hey, so this is the 27th. This is December 27th, and in on the 30th, in 3 days. Did I do the math right on that?
I was stretching.
In 3 days, we will announce which one of you will win $201. And so Mark Cox, a listener on here, he said, listen, I thought that idea was great. He goes, but I thought you guys probably had a planning meeting. Somebody said, hey, let's give away $200. And then Tyler said, no, make it 201. And I said, you're 100% right.
By the way,
absolutely.
You know what I did tell them? How we're delivering the money?
Oh.
I'm going to pay them $1 a day. For 201 days, and I'm going to pay across. First day, I'll go Cash App. Then I'm going to go Venmo. Then I'm going to go PayPal.
Wow.
Then I'm going to mail them a check for $1.
It is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, I was going to rotate it.
It's incredible. Oh
just like Hulu, Netflix, all those.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing it back around.
Listen, guys, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Have a good time with your families.
Have a good time
Merry
with
Christmas
your families.
and
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank y'all. I didn't say in my life. You can't make me say. Thank you. Thank you. I have very few rules here, Neil. Besides that, I get to do whatever I want.
I just hit the button.
You were just like, I'm sick of this dude. Shut up.
Nothing could be further from the truth.
It's absolutely true. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Thank y'all so much for coming to my TED Talk.
We're not going to end until I say my catchphrase.
Welcome to the party, Doc. This is everything you need. Questions.
Stop.
Okay, we stopped all that. We hit all the buttons at once.
Thanks for listening to the Explain Everything podcast. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Explain Everything Podcast. We're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, but you're already here. We love you. No. Actually, we're in love with you. Thanks for coming on our TED Talk. Bye.